today for section 4, just so that, or section 4, day 2, just so that you guys know the difference between yesterday and today. Yesterday we dealt with exponential graphs. What do you think today we're going to deal with? Log, right, log ones. So everything about them is the same as far as the stretching and the shrinking and the shifting and all that kind of stuff. So if you add or subtract on the outside, which way do you move it? Up and down. Okay, none of this is new. This should all be a review for you guys. Add or subtract on the inside. Should go left and right. Okay, and when you see the inside, you will see a grouping symbol more than you did yesterday. Yesterday we talked about the inside being in the exponent, but it's actually going to be a grouping symbol. Multiply on the outside does what? Vertical stretch or shrink, depending on if the number is above 1 or between 0 and 1. What about multiply on the inside? Horizontal stretch or shrink, based on same kind of concept. And negative on the outside? Reflection over the x. Negative on the inside? Reflection over the y. None of this is anything new. So here's what you're going to see, though, is your parent is going to be a little bit different. It'll say something like this, where it'll say f of x equals log x. That's the initial one. And g of x is equal to log parentheses negative 1/2 x. Okay, so first thing you need to tell me is what changed? There's two things. We have a reflection over the y-axis. If I can spell reflection, holy crap. Now, Abby, how did you know it was over the y-axis? It's inside, good. And then what else happens? We have a horizontal. Well, how did you know, first of all, Savannah, that it's horizontal? Yeah, it's inside the grouping symbol. Awesome. Now, the half. Does that mean a horizontal stretch or shrink? Stretch by 2. Okay? So, you told me the transformation that happened. Awesome. Now, as far as how to graph that. Okay, again, they're going to want you to graph both of them. The parent and the new one. Remember we talked about log the other day, how log looked like this, right? Okay. Now, according to the transformations that you guys told me, we're going to reflect it over the y-axis. So that means instead of opening up to the right, we're going to open up to the left. And then the other thing is a horizontal stretch by 2. Horizontal means this way. Okay, so what should happen if we pull it from left to right? What should happen to the graph?
Wider.
Okay, so it's going to come in here, it's going to come out there, and then go faster that way, right?
Yep.
What do you guys think so far?
Easy.
Okay. This is half of your assignment today. This is 3 questions, and all you have to do is this. Do you want me to do another one like this?
No.
Are you sure? Everybody okay with that?
Harder one.
No, they're only thing that may make it harder is they might have more things to do, like they might have some shifting going on.
Okay.
But other than that, no. Then the second half of your assignment is going to say something like this. Let the graph of B be translated 2 units up, followed by a vertical stretch by 2, and here's the equation. Log base 1/3 x. Now, to be honest with you, when you have the base like that of 1/3, that doesn't matter. We're not ever going to change the base. The base is not any part of what we're going to do. So, first thing that we'd have to do is the translation 2 units up. 2 units up means what?
Plus 200.
On the outside or inside? So when you write that, first of all, you have log 1/3 x plus 2. If it was in parentheses, that means left 2. If it's not in parentheses, it means up 2. You will see a set of parentheses around it if it's supposed to be. Okay? So just so that you guys know that. That means up 2, but if it was in parentheses, like if you had had this right here, that would have meant something totally different. Okay? So that would have meant left 2, but because you said up 2, no parentheses. Is everybody okay with that? Now, what you did for that is you actually moved it up 2 first, and then you vertically stretched it, which means now I multiply everything by what? Now I multiply the whole thing by 2. And when you do that, 2 into this means 2 log 1/3 x plus 4. Because then you distribute. When it says followed by vertical stretch or shrink, then you got to distribute it into every piece, not just the one. Okay? What do you think? The last half of your assignment, this is what you're doing. This isn't new information. All the stuff we've been doing over pretty much every chapter. The only difference is now it's just logs instead of like exponentials or quadratics or square root or absolute value or lines. All this stuff. It's the same thing. Would you like me to do another one like that? No? Are you guys okay?
Yep.
All right. So on page 323, we're 27 to 29, 39 to 42.